Welcome. This is Melinda Barlow, CZT, Certified Tangle Teacher. And today's lesson is Spurtle by Rosemary Turpin. And I'm not a big fan of grid tangles, but I know a lot of you are. And so I thought I will do a fun grid tangle because this is, for me, was not your ordinary gridded tangle. It gave you an opportunity to just play around and do a little bit more things. And of course, I did it on a round tile, but I'm going to do it on a square, regular square tile. And this time I am not going to make my border with my pencil. I am going to just do it with my pen. And I like to do a border. I don't like to usually draw all the way out to the edge. So we're just going to draw a square. And we're going to do our normal divided up. We're going to start and divide down the center. And then the center of that section. And the center of that section. So we end up with 4. And we're going to do it going this direction also. So down the center, then down both of those. So now we have it gridded off. And I'm going to start at the top, 1 row over, and I'm going to do a kind of a wavy line all the way down my tile. And then I'm going to come to my next one, and I'm going to go the same direction. You'd think I would go opposite, but I want to go the same direction. And one more. Crossing over on my grid. And now I'm going to pick the area where it's going over toward, and I'm going to just draw in. So I have a couple of ends, and on this one I'm going to come and I'm going to draw in, because if we were to see that, if it would go down the outside, but we're confining it inside the little grid. Now I'm going to turn it diagonally, and I'm going to make a line, kind of an S, soft curve that goes down the center of my tile. Then I'm going to skip over. I'm not going to do this one. I'm going to skip over one and do the same thing. Then I'm going to come back here, skip one, so that we have it divided. So that can be a little tricky. Now you're going to see I have a triangle shape here and a square shape, a triangle shape and a square shape. That's what you want to achieve. And now I'm going to aura the inside of that triangle and the inside of this square. I found it was much easier for me to do this particular tangle if I auraed this in this manner. And I have one upper triangle I'm not going to worry about. So here I'm going to aura this square, the larger part, and here I'm going to aura the triangle, but not that upper one. Now we have a lot of spaces that we can tangle inside of to give us some different patterns. We could go ahead and look at some of the fragmented tangles, or we could go ahead and just fill in like I've done here, where I just filled in black. So I could just do I think I'm just going to do a stripe. Sometimes I get really tired of filling in all black, And so I'm just going to stripe it. We'll see what happens. Okay, of course, you know when I stripe it, what I'm going to do is come back and I'm going to fill it in with ink. So I'm actually not filling in the whole thing, but just a small portion of my design. And then I'm going to do the same on the square, just to give it a little kick or a little something a little different. And you could do whatever you liked. There's lots of possibilities for this that you could do, and I could change my direction of my stripe so that it goes different directions. Remember, there's no mistake in Zentangle. If you don't like it, you just find a way to fix it. And I could try this one going this direction. And you can see, now I might go back in just for fun because I can and do a triangle in this side, and just to give it some, because every tangle that's out there you can change to fit you. You can call it a tangulation of something. I get so many ideas from other people and what they've done, and this might turn out to be one tangle that I enjoy. We can go this other direction. But I will finish this up and put it on my blog. But basically, that is the Tangle Spurtle by Rosemary Turpin, and it's got potential. I loved it on the gray. If you like grid tangles, you're gonna love this. Grids are very satisfying to do. They're easy to remember, and they really put you into that Zen mode. Whenever I do fill in, I have to take off my glasses so that I can see. But I'm going to go ahead and work on this one. You can see that I shaded this one, and I will probably do the same thing here with, I'm going to go ahead and fill in this one, and then we'll shade that upper row just to give it so we can know what we're getting into here. And whenever I leave a little sparkle, I like to leave it fairly jagged. It seems to look a little better. So I'm going to come back in, and I'll probably give these little areas some shading. That's a good place to shade, to give it something. And also, I do believe I would come in and maybe even shade my little square, and it just will make it pop. Great tangle. Surprised for me when I started doing the video. I had worked on these prior, and just kind of did them the plain, added a little white to the gray. But I think I'm going to find this really fun to do with just a little step up in and trying something different. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Remember, we have videos on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Share this with your friends and have a great day.